All right, we are live. Welcome, folks. Hope you're having a good day. I know it's not Friday, but I'm going to be off tomorrow, so we are doing some casual runs today. So, plasma balls, I guess. No good skips, so we don't skip. Well. We might get the voucher. I don't like it a whole lot this early. Just because it cuts into our early Econ, but we'll see.
Well met.
Kane's Lands, thank you for the 13 months. Appreciate that. Okay, so we need to find a point scoring option here soon. Maybe there's Jupiter in here? No. Mods competing for who gets the pinned message. None of these are diamonds, I'm noticing. There we go. Why is that one so much better? Where the hand levels, or the card levels really that much better? Alright, what's in here? Do not want that at this stage in the run. Still not the planets I'm looking for. Uh-oh. This might make it hard on the backswing. Okay, we're fine. Well, he's not exactly the chip engine we're looking for. Maybe we can take it, just so that we can score something here. Let's take the flush level so that we can continue getting rough gem value. Well, there's the legitimate possibility that my greed kills me here. Okay, one more spade, please. That should get us there. Alright, we need deck fixing, we need scoring. Alright. I think we just have to start playing towards the 3 of a kind. We're getting this runner online. Okay. Venus. Chad, thank you for the super chat. Doc's new video reminded me that while you're working on stream, you need to teach me everything about the game and how to play. Is that how it goes? Welcome to the stream. Also, congrats on the progress, Hyperion. I said those, I mean, that's like half of what you mentioned last time almost, isn't it? I said that those would start going fast. That's a red seal. Alright, I think the runner is maybe too ambitious here. Keep this. So let's actually cut these. So we want to keep the 6. Two pair is pretty highly leveled as well. Especially since we've gotten quite a few levels in 2 pair, which scales like pretty heavily in the direction of chips. I don't think we want a blue in this run. Roll this trying to get foil. One hand type, alright. That's pretty good. Oh. Alright, you're not doing a whole lot anymore? My god. Let's go here. That's our first purple, so we take it. Rathway, thank you for the super chat. Since you're teaching this stream, could you teach me how to balance my budget? My money keeps disappearing when I watch streams. Well, stop giving it to me then. Also, what was in that doc video? Do I need to watch it now or something? Random fellow, they give the 6 months. This gives me $4 at the end of round. This gives me 5. You cited you as an example of content creators not having time to explain everything to people. Oh, okay. You can always rely on Doc for a sane take. $100 is more than 80. But we don't have great deck fixing for that yet, so... Sure. Should have kept the jacks, actually. Let's just add some more stones to get this early game scoring. These are all terrible. Banana. It's a mime that is way too early. Already have a red seal. Could work on that. It's kind of expensive though. Let's murder this. We should wait till end of round for that. Sure.
Well met.
Send it. Fizz. Thank you for the prime. Rebate will be good eventually, but it's probably... Oh, nice. Worse than a lot of our support jokers right now. Need some strengths for the jack. Is that mime again? Actually, Scary Face might have been a consideration here. Not really sure what I want to death yet. It might be the purple. Really?
Well met.
Meta Knight, man. Thank you for the 6. Okay, maybe my scoring needs help and the gift card is too greedy. Really need more kings. Ugh. Thank you. Kill 5. Okay. Sure. Oh! I guess we're taking that. We're getting good deck fixing from the trading card already. And I like the money engine off of these two. Especially, like, we want the gift card now that we have the blueprint so that we can feed it. I think we'll probably just spend the death here. Yeah, it's a lot of early mimes, but they're unfortunately too early to take, in fact. $31 temperance. Thank you, gift card. Gonna hold the gift card a little bit longer. Do want the strength, and I think I want the emperor as well.
Well met.
Don't really want this to win yet. Space Diver, thank you for the prime. Let's play our lowest 2 pair. Ugh. I think it's the inlay. Nice dodge, but we have a second one, so it didn't really matter. Thank you, gift card. Oh. It's gotta be you. Actually, I want to make those kings before I start deathing them. Probably a good thing to see the plant right now. I'm just gonna use this. Sure. Could go for another purple. Guess we should eat some planets real quick. Very nice death. Let's look for 6. Found 2 of them, in fact. I don't think the steel matters all that much. Interesting that Blueprint Brainstorm is compatible with Seance, but not Sixth Sense. Well, one destroys the card in order to create a destroy it right? Because the once it's destroyed, the second one can't create a spectral card. Same thing with trading card. Destroy it and earn $3. If you don't destroy it, you don't get the money. Need to start supercharging this constellation, I think. Throw it on the pile. Velatro needs Magic the Gathering levels of non-ambiguity. No. I think it's fine. There's famously never been any confusion about what Magic the Gathering cards do. All right. We haven't gotten great hits off of the Sixth Sense yet, but that's fine. Hand size good. I'll take another 6 since our deck is pretty small. I know I passed on one earlier and I probably shouldn't have, but it's fine. Logic cards generally have very little ambiguity. Just don't look at Matador or Flower Pot. Flower Pot is very clear. Matador less so. So I don't think that there's any confusion that needs to be shored up in Balatro, I guess, is my concern. The cards do what they say they do. This is actually kind of tempting. We've got a lot of... I just don't know if we're in a spot where we can convert to Molt right now. It's the 6 we just added. Thanks, I hate it. Probably just looking for purple. Kind of lacking in purple right now. Neat. There's a purple. Do I have any queens left? 2 queens. Actually, I should have been putting this here. Yeah. Got a little greedy there. Do I have any more 6s? Fresh out. Alright, just don't greed here and we'll be fine. I said don't greed. Great googly moogly. Is that an overstock in my video game? We? I mean, as long as we're playing chips, we might as well do this for now. Hermit? Think so. Start spamming Pluto levels. Jeez. Where were you in the first few antes? Guess we should check our boss blind. Oh. Think we'll be fine into that? Maybe not. Uh-oh. I mean, we can draw more steel. We can ramp the constellation a bit more. But if we just play 5 of those, we won't win. We have 8 kings. Okay, now we really need to get some scaling on the constellation. Let's drop this here for now. Cool. Alright, boss blind no longer a concern. We're no longer concerned about chips. Do you think I just want a smaller deck? I definitely want more gold seals. Oh, smaller deck we will have, I guess.
Well met.
Shelled B, thank you for the 16. Appreciate that. Unlucky. Alright, we're gonna need to find something a little bit better for the late game. That's a good voucher. I didn't even realize we had the first instance of that already. I think we could probably trade this for a rebate. And maybe trade it back for this for now, so that we have a photo as a possibility. I want to stop spending on the constellation. It's too much money for very little payoff. Pretty good. Could be a bloodstone angle. It's because our red seals are on hearts. It's a little bit early in the stream to get that tilted. Should be on the lookout for some sun cards, though. That is not a sun card. That is, but I think I'd rather have the death. Like, we only need 5 of these, right? Maybe more, depending on what jokers we get. Of course, this is when we draw the purple early. Whoops. Not mean for that to happen. Any more for purple? Let's drop down an ante. is not it. Should have just played the red seal or gold seal. Hey, congrats, Jed. No. No. I want that on the purple. Here. Sure. Let's just send them both. It doesn't really matter. With that much steel, at least. The Vagabussi with a 16-card deck. Did I ever get any more 6s? Unlucky. Who do we want to kill here? You, I guess? All right, then. I really want to start turning these into... at least some of them into gold cards so that we can golden ticket farm later. Yeah. You don't matter anymore. There we go. I'm out of discards now. We have 2 non-hearts. Very nice. I was just gonna kill that, but now I don't have to. Pluto. I don't know. We don't need the rocks, do we? Unless they have purples. Very nice. Not quite done with this yet, but we'll probably take the sock. See what's in here. Whoa! Still want to take the sock. Look for an idol now. And one more sun card. Sun? No sun. I was really tempted to use the stone card there. Or the tower, just to get another stone. Did not want that to win yet.
Well met.
Yeah, thank you for the gifted sub. Appreciate that. I'm gonna roll down a little bit here because I did just get out of the thing that makes my sock and bus can do something here. Not it. Still a little concerned, maybe. We lose, like, what, times 8? Yeah, we got quite a bit weaker. Still no sons. Starting to feel like King Henry over here. Unfortunate.
Well met.
Be this one. Holy. Nuid, thank you for the 8. And welcome, Kirsten. Okay, there's what we need. Now we just need to find the idol. Or not. Well, say goodbye to our negatives, chat. Would have rather hit the idol at this stage, but we did not see it, so just gonna go with the one that we got. We can use this for a bit, but we can't get a whole lot of value off of it right now. Probably get by one more here. Not you. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good time for it. We want blueprint and nothing else. Now the idol shows up. Let's just do this then. We don't really have a need for purple right now. If just make our whole deck that King of Hearts. Let's drop this here. No, we're not fully min-maxing anything here. We're just gonna send hands. That's way too many cards in hand. I should figure out what the minimum is, but I'm way too lazy for that. Don't want that. Look who's back. Oh my god. That could be the easiest way to get a third copy of Blueprint, actually. I don't want the idol. Jakob, thank you for the bits. Congrats on C++. All right. Death in the Pool. Overstock Plus. Yeah, we can come back for that. We need to make more of these so that we can farm better. Still just barely winning before we can get the second hand through. Need to clean up the non-red seals eventually, but I'd rather do it with these deaths. I think we can ride out the idol for a little bit longer. I need to get better at this pathing, because I think it's more efficient, both in terms of time and money.
Well
There's gotta be
met.
enough, right? PBK, thank you for the 2 months. Appreciate that. Okay, so one idle copy is E14. That's really important to know. Probably don't even need to buy this, especially when there's a death in my full.
Well met.
Joe, thank you for the gifted subs. Holy. More death. Alright, we're almost. The common Joker's the one that's likely to come back. Told you. Okay, so no DNA value here. We do have blank, so antimatter is on the table here. You know this is more than enough already, so might as well play the gold card. Should be on the lookout for
Well met.
exactly that. Hoops McCann, thank you for the prime. I'm not sure how much I'm supposed to be rolling in these shops right now versus just like farming money. Until we get like a full Joker roster. And maybe that's when we start, or if, like, when we find Ectos and stuff. Actually, I'm just realizing exactly how nutty this idol is as an enhanced Joker. Because we can just sell these two, rip the Ecto, and guarantee it on a blueprint. Yeah, I guess Cola is the reason to roll right now. Hashtag fun dad, thank you for the bits. How does a DNA molecule moisten a stamp? He licks it. Helix it. Nailed it. Sorry for the botched delivery, but thank you, fun dad. There's a death. I mean, that's also worth rolling for. But yeah, I probably should have rolled a little bit more aggressively here to try and find Cola going into 1, 2, 3. Right on the pile. Alright. Skip it. Cut these two. and we want everything on this. Whisper, thank you for the donation. Appreciate that. We're at E13. Right, E13. Now you can farm 3 times? Yep, that's part of why we got rid of the DNA. Okay, only 1 whiff here. I think it's still a little bit too early to take the magic trick because we still need to find jokers. It's extra hands to farm as well. I guess we can do this. Oh, come on, man. What do our vouchers look like? We need hand size. And that's it? In terms of the mandatory ones? Oh, I do have room. Whoops. I'm gonna need this anyway. Yeah, we're fine. How much do I even care about this DNA? I think the answer is not at all. Five E13 is kind of high. I'm gonna double copy the idol just to be safe here. Oh, we rar. Thank you for the 6 months. Appreciate that. Oh, Z14. You might be right, but it's fine. I might trade this out for a Baron. Could also use the bean bug here. You're gone. You're the least important thing, I think. Would take a showman here. I mean, it blocks a rare. That's very good. No, it was E13, pretty sure. E14 with some steel? Yeah, I've got no more steel. Okay. Glad I didn't take a risk or listen to chat before I played the hand out. Skipped Bean Sag. What does Bean do for me here? Imagine if we got a sock, though. Then we could actually have some good money coming in. Oh, should have taken that. It's like half a sock. Is that like an open-toed sock? Something like that. Hey, congrats, Reaper. It feels to me like Idle is a little bit less sketchy to set up the Beanbug on than Baron, but again, I don't normally do this routing, so I could be wrong. See a red seal card and a polychrome card and a booster. Polychrome is the better pull, right? It depends. A red seal acts as a sock and buskin. A polychrome acts as worse than an idle. So if you have an idle build, you're gonna want the okay. Well, we've got all the vouchers we need. It's well, we kind of want Omen Globe still, so that we can find an Ecto. And we do want to find a Showman right now, I think. Throw it on the pile. I mean, that has... This is guaranteed if we want it. So we stop rolling. And then once this is ready, that's when we start, like, turbo rolling for Baron. I think is what I'm gonna do with this. Hashtag fun dad, thank you for the bits. It's a shame the Beatles didn't make the submarine in that song green. That would have been sublime. Took me a moment on that one. We're at E20, right? Why did you sell Baron? So that I could make $2,000. And guarantee that the previous invisible landed on the... So that we could be in this exact spot. I don't... Oh, never mind.
Well met.
It's unfortunate timing, but the Ecto is far more important there. Squilliam, thank you for the sub. We need that to come around next ante. Neat.
Well met.
Like a rare. Get a gift card. Get a DNA. I think we should probably start using that now. We need Baron still. I think we kill this. We just need Baron, Mime, and Showman. Let's put this with the junk. Actually, let's wait. We should farm all the money we can while we have this technology. On the, well, we're going to score a little bit more here, but on the boss blind, I'm going to throw a full copy on the idol just to see where we are in terms of our score and how aggressively we might need to roll down. For now, we can still just do the double idol. Or is that like 10 plus 9? You better come back, buddy. Okay, that gives us a lot of extra time, both to farm money and, cool. And to keep our score going. Got enough money? Nope. I mean, clearly not if the build isn't done yet. Ten plus 9 is actually 6-7, now that I think about it. You're exactly right. Now it's $290 per hand. Well, not on the final one because we have to copy the idol for score at some point. But we can probably do a split copy like this. Explainer to change into glass after Baron, Mime, and Showman. No. E26 with the split copy. We can score a lot more than that if we double copy the idol. Bad voucher. So the weird part of this is we've actually already done the hard part. We have vouchers. Well, we have even more now. We have vouchers. We have Ecto. Well, we have Joker. This is the part that I don't know. How do we do the pivot? I'm gonna do a cowardly line here because I don't know this route well. And then we'll just figure it out. So I'm worried I might need the sock for scoring still. I'm gonna roll past it because I'm still scared. This, I have no concept of what my scoring is like right now is the main issue here. I think we might be able to get by pretty easily with just a full copy on Baron after the DNA. Oh, I'm not copying correctly. Okay. Well, that proves that we don't need the idle sock tech anymore. And so I can just greed these for Econ. So we want Mime, we want Showman. Is that just every voucher already? This would help. Yeah, that's every voucher. Can't do that with the DNA.
Well met.
Richie, they give you the 5 or 15. That's a very different number, but as you just saw, I'm stupid, so numbers are hard for me. Yes, no beanbug. We don't need the beanbug, and we don't want to roll down too aggressively right now to try and find it when our Econ engine isn't great. Also, like, these are actually pretty good negatives just for blocking, so I don't want to get out of them. They don't do anything, but they're otherwise kind of good. Voucher's nice. Sure. It's funny. Looking for uncommons. I suppose we can do it. It's not as good as a showman, and I'll take a showman instead if it shows. And I still want to mime. Showman's on his way? Well, Murphy's here, so must be true. I need to start making steel, though. Even though it's very early, just because our deck is small, and we need to start getting that ready. Also, we just might need the scoring soon. Huh. The invisible may be more about keeping us alive than getting the full value. Let's take a moon. Oh, there's our mans. Okay, that gives us a lot of extra space now. I do still want to find a chariot. It's a lot of extra money, yeah. Too early for the burglar, yes. By about 8 or 9 antes. So I relive worth on ante 1. Sometimes. There are very few universal truths in Balatro. Other than get your money up. And get your deck down? Okay, that Chatter Balatros. Perfect, alright. It's a 50-50. Oh. Alright, we need to find a showman now. So I don't like the invisible plays. It's just incredibly unreliable. Unless it hits, then it's cracked, yeah. Unfortunately, that never happens for me. We suit change so our deck is easier to look at, as well as organized for certain boss blinds, if we need to find our steel without being able to see the cards. But the main thing is I can just look at my deck and see my ratio of gold to steel very easily. Okay, just clear a voucher. Add some more steel this way. Joe Man. Throw it on the pile. Go. I've not been paying good attention to what my score is, but I imagine we're probably going to need to find something soon. We're in what, the E40s? Or 50? 52. DNA stays. We need it for beating Anti 24. The rebate goes. The rebate's honestly not doing a whole lot because we only have the 2 discards right now anyway. But the DNA is a critical component to the build right now. Throw it on the pile. That's actually a good one. Because it's uncommon. And uncommon is really the rarity that we're looking for right now.
Well met.
There he is. Yeah, we do need to roll a little bit. So we're only looking for Blueprint Brainstorm now. We'll do about 30. Why not use the aura there? Because it does nothing for me, other than make my deck look ugly. So there's no point in doing so. Would a second Ecto be required also? No. Second Ecto gives us higher upside, but isn't necessary for hitting naneinf, so usually isn't taken unless you have like a lot of money. Second Ecto is required for anti-23 naneinf. That makes sense, so you can actually end up getting a big enough hand as well as having enough copy jokers. So that's probably the speedrun strat then, right? So that you don't have to like make it through anti-24 choke point. But you would need to do a better job of farming money than I did in the early game. So this is, again, the benefit to changing suits, right? I knew that was going to add a steel, or I knew it was very likely to hit a steel card just because of where it was in hand. So I didn't have to spend $10 on the reroll. Now, that said, it probably was still money positive to take the reroll, but you don't know how many rerolls you're going to need, right? So if it was just one reroll, because we'd be able to guarantee more gold cards in hand for the mime, it would probably be, like, it would probably take several rerolls in order for it to not be money positive. Alien is better than Golden Ticket here. I can't farm Golden Ticket when I have DNA. Rare Jokers have kind of been a pain this run. $37, so we still got a little bit of time. We gotta reroll that. Gotta reroll that. That's fine. Alright, just give me the blueprint or brainstorm. I dare you. Coward. Wrong rare. Oh. We've already failed once. I don't want to rely on a 50-50. I'd rather rely on the money that I've accumulated here. Maybe in case we get in a situation where we want to take a second Ecto for some reason. Alright, Kai, if you're still here, since you probably have maybe more experience than me even in doing this, how do you feel about the Showman versus Invisible gambit in these types of situations? So I always feel like I get burned by the Invisible. I just not playing the odds properly. Buffalax. Thank you for the 19. So next ante is a breeze. We might be a little bit concerned on ante 21. They left? Okay, that's fine. They've got other more important things to do, I'm sure. Try and remember to ask next. There. Well, okay. Turns out I was right. Smiley face. If it worked out, clearly that means I'm right. Alright, no more rolling, just money hoarding. There's one more, like, potential failure point, and that's finding the burglar, but I think by the time we get to ante 25-26, we should have quite a lot of money then. Voucher check. Vouchers are all cleared, or at least the critical ones, so it's like that. Getting that blueprint was literally the last piece to make this happen. Burglar is uncommon. That's why the acrobat is a good get here, because it makes it slightly, just ever so slightly more likely to show up in the shop. What build are you going for? This one? The one that we have. What goes for burglar? By the time we get to ante 25, we're going to need the Serpent in order to score enough, so the DNA goes at that point, because the DNA is no longer contributing to our score. Sure, I'll take it because it's fun. Ecstasy, thank you for the super chat. Dogs are doing okay. Teddy has a bad back. And I'll find out tomorrow whether it's a chronic issue or something that, like, happened to him. Which is why I'm taking tomorrow off and why we're doing it early. Okay, we're all the way through the boss blinds. And why we're doing an early high score day. But, like, the initial diagnosis is 6 weeks of, like, restrained bed rest. So hopefully that's not... Hopefully the follow-up goes well. And that's not actually required. Because he's a very social dog, and it's, like, being in the same room as people and not being able to, like, have people touching him is driving him insane. Do you restrain a dog for bed rest? I mean, he's crate trained, but also, like, I don't know, like, those baby gates or whatever. But, like, I have to carry him to go outside to use the bathroom and stuff. Like, he's not really allowed to do much movement. He's 13 years old. That's why there's concern that it might be a chronic issue. Also, like, the like, disc disease is common in like, wiener dogs, and he's a pretty long boy, so. It could be the issue. IVDD, my dog had it in 6 weeks, was really painful. Yeah. That's, like, they did an x-ray and there's no lesion, there's no tumor, there's no, like, crack in his vertebrae or anything. So there was no, like, clear sign of IVDD, but, like, there was no way to rule it out either, so they have to treat him for it as though he has it, and then we see how he progresses in the follow-ups, I guess. But the other issue is that he, like, which is a good sign, I think, is that he wants to, like, run around and jump, and it's just, like, trying to calm him down so that he doesn't do that is the problem. But I think that's probably better than the alternative of him being, like, lethargic and not wanting to do those type of activities. Rose, thank you for the super chat. When I adopted my dog, she had heartworms, and after a shot, she couldn't do any activities for 2 weeks. She was in her crate a lot. I felt, yeah, it feels bad. It feels bad, especially when he hears, like, my voice from the other room. He starts getting big sad. Fortunately, I don't talk a lot, right? James, thank you for the bits. Appreciate that. Yeah, we don't need that. Like, honestly, we don't even need to take these rounds, really. We're only doing it so that we can farm some extra money just to make sure that the burglar hits. This may be one of my highest money amounts going into Anti-24. So it is very likely. I might keep an eye out for some, like, decent skips. Basically, anything involving money might just be worth it for the sake of time, even if it's less money than we make per round. Please pause Belatra for 5 to 10 minutes so we can have dog content. Bring us the dog. We're not listening to, like, the part where I said he's not allowed to move around. Just bring him very gently, he'll understand. He doesn't, like to be picked up either. He gets motion sick. Car rides are not his favorite either. Netherway, thank you for the sub. So no, I'm going to go ahead and do what's best for the dog in this case. What kind of dog is he? He is a terrier mix of some sort. Don't really know. He's dog-shaped? Yeah. Yeah, I got him from a rescue, and he was apparently just found alone as a puppy, like, wandering a field, so they don't really have great records on his parentage as a result of that. Let's not mess around with this too much. It's unfortunate, yeah, especially, like, if you consider the possibilities of how that happened, none of them are good, right? Like, dogs typically aren't in single or litters of one, right? So, I don't know what happened to the rest of his not copying correctly. Technically, possibly stole someone's dog? Yeah, but he was, like, malnourished and needed rescuing. So, I think it worked out for him. He got a good home. Like, he wasn't vaccinated, fixed, or anything, so it wasn't like somebody's pet that they had taken care of. Don't label me. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. All right. Just a little bit more time of farming money here. And hopefully not botching the, we should probably reroll that. Ah! King of Clubs is my favorite card in Bellagio, to be so for real. I mean, Nito did some phenomenal work on the, all of the Slay the Spire face cards. And also Slay the Spire is a great game, so it's a great choice.
Well met.
Pask. Thank you for the 4. Appreciate that. Bellagio really is just capitalism simulator? Yeah. Yeah, you make your living through a small loan of $1 million from your parents. That's how I got here. And then die? I mean, there are people that are working on that, right? Surely they'll fix it in no time. Does a pair not win? Is it worth putting the run at risk to save $10 when I have 3,743? Sky, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. Thank you for the kind words as well. Freeze your body under Denver Airport and live forever? Is the Denver Airport the one with that weird horse thing? That, like, maybe killed the guy that was originally sculpting it or whatever? Yes? Okay. I've been there. I went and saw the horse. Denver was also when I had, like, the most terrifying plane experience I've ever had in my life. When we were trying to land in the Denver airport when it was very windy. And I happened to have the luxury of a window seat right on the wing. And we came in for a hard landing to the point where I watched as the wing barely missed, like, slamming on the runway as we landed. And I was freaking out. So I don't really like connecting flights in Denver anymore. One hand type is fine. Do we do a negative skip for the fans? Surely this time it'll be good, right, chat? We flew into DC earlier this month. I found out we land over water, and I kept seeing water and going, where's the runway? I had a similar experience recently. Maybe it was actually the opposite, flying into San Diego, where it's like, we're just flying over people's houses. Are we going to land on this house right now? And then suddenly airport. San Diego is like that? Yeah. It had been a while since I'd flown into San Diego. The previous time, because I live in California, it's like not a far flight. It was on just like the tiniest plane I've ever been on. And my brother was living in San Diego at the time. So I was like, I think I was still in high school flying to visit him with my mom, who was terrified of flying. And the entire like 45-minute flight, it just felt like we were doing a sine wave of going up and then free fall, and then going up and then free fall. And I was just like, I've never been afraid of flying before that point, but I was just like white knuckling it the whole time, trying not to show any emotion, because I know if I did, like, I freak my mom out, who's gonna go into a panic attack. Wow, we got a fortune teller. Chris, the turd herder, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate that. I'm hoping for good news tomorrow as well. Worth it? I mean, it is 131 mole. Surely that will do anything for our score, right? I never thought about you having parents. I honestly just thought Local Thunk patched you into the game. It's probably better that you just assume that's the case. I think that probably indicates you have a pretty healthy relationship with the stream, doesn't it? But also, I am a person. Are you getting removed in the next update? I sure hope not. Jeez. That'd be dark. Sounds like something an AI would say. Oh god, they're on to me. Jarvis, give them a wedgie. You know what? I'm gonna sell the fortune teller into that. Look. You got your wish, chat. We took the negative skip, and now, not only did I take it, but now it actually gets to do something. You know how rare that is, that a negative skip actually gets to do something?
Well met.
Leopard, thank you for the 7. What do you mean? It always does something that ends the run? Not in this case, unfortunately. Yeah, video that, Skrilla. Let me just going in speed mode. The Beanster. Thank you for the 2 months. Is this going to be a video? Already is. Can't you tell? Or have you not gotten to that part yet? What are the last steps now? So the last steps are we roll aggressively once we hit ante 25 for burglar in the shop until we find it. We skip every small and big blind until we get, so that we can get the serpents, and then eventually we get the funny number. So we're just kind of vibing until we get past this upcoming boss blind. I mean, I think we overdid it on steel this time. But that's part of what the golden ticket routing allowed for, is a lot of this money is still just, like, left over from the nest egg of that portion of the run. Yes, the DNA gets taken out back in favor of the burglar. It does a lot less for us once we start serpent farming. Alright. So now we do a quick hunt for the burglar.
Well met.
As well as reserve parking. This is gonna go. Mary Andrew is also technically an upgrade over the over the DNA for the burglar, just because of the extra discards. But we would rather have a reserve parking or a burglar here. Please do it. There's no... I don't have a choice. I have to skip. Because we have reached the NT25 that I was talking about. Let's do this instead. We don't really need a showman, but could be funny. It actually makes it harder to find what we're looking for. But again, it's funny. Use it to farm up for a nat negative of something that, like, actually contributes. No, we're gonna go the reserve parking route. That could have been a nat negative mime. You don't know. But because we got the reserve parking, we can roll a lot more aggressively now. Probably to 50. Oh, hi, Mark. Well, that was quick. Doesn't mean the next one's probably going to be long. We want money, so let's use our discards first. How many times you've gotten unseated in naneinf? Way too many to count. Naneinf times? No, not quite that high. Just about once a week for the past 8 months or so. I mean, I've had some time off with the holiday, so maybe closer to like 3 times a month for the past 6 to 8 months, maybe 6 to 7 months. Hands sure do take a while now, don't they? Does anyone remember how much money I started with here? Before I rolled in the shop. Were we over 4,000? 4,200? Okay. So I probably rolled a little too aggressively, even with the reserve parking. And then we move to this. How do you keep the game interesting after so many runs? The game is fun. I'm not doing anything. 43-43, just check. Thank you. A ballpark was fine, but I appreciate you going back and looking. Also, it's like my job to play the game, so. Even if I didn't find it interesting still, I would have, I wouldn't say no choice, but I'd still be playing it. I don't find emails interesting, but I'm still sending so many of them. Yeah, I've been on the other side. I know what I know what the alternative is. Higo, thank you for the prime. Do you think that point will come, like not wanting to play anymore? I played nearly 8 years of Hearthstone making content for that game, so I have a high tolerance for that. And I wouldn't worry about that right now. It's you that gets sold. The showman again, but not the fella. Oh, we did it. That was easy. Alright, I still think I'm like a little bit sketchy on like the idle golden ticket route, and maybe could have gotten a little bit more money going in that could have maybe allowed me to beanbug, allowed me to like take this run beyond just getting the quick and easy naneinf here. Do you think you can hit naneinf? Nope. I am certain that I can. Alex, thank you for the 4 months. Much appreciated. Chat, my mic keeps going flaccid, and I don't know why. Happens with age? Okay. Maybe I should talk to my doctor about it. You think they'll patch the beanbug in the next update? I'm the wrong person to ask. It definitely is unintended behavior. I think there's been some indication that even the mime, like hot swap at the end of round, will be removed from the game, so. But it's fun, yeah. I don't disagree. but it's not my game. I don't know. Decision is, like, I'll just play the game either way. I don't really care. I guess is where I come down on that. Same thing with the mime. Like, you know, I'll use the tools that are available in the game and then let the person that created the game decide what should or shouldn't be in the game. You just play the old version if you like the bugs. Yeah, that's another option, right? You have version control in Steam at least. I don't know how that works on mobile and other stuff, but at the end of the day, like, game design is not my expertise nor interest, so I just like playing the game. Did you watch Doc's presentation on pairs being too OP? Nope. Not yet. I think people keep referencing it, so I'll probably take a look. The pair situation is crazy. Okay, did anybody else see that, like... I give Balatro chatters a hard time sometimes. But, like, Charlie, Moist Critical, was playing some Slay the Spire just casually in preparation for Slay the Spire 2, I imagine. And because he's a big enough streamer, he can just kind of do whatever he wants. And I guess the comments got so bad that, like, he actually addressed it in the... like, you got... The Slay the Spire community got Charlie in the comments. They're so obnoxious. Slay the Spire goons are a different breed? That's what I'm saying. I thought... And I because I watch Rarin a lot of mornings, because he's my friend and an entertaining streamer. I did not know that it could actually get worse than chess perverts. It turns out maybe Slay the Spire perverts are a little bit more insane than chess perverts. Don't give me the huh. There's no other explanation for how, like, passionately you care about how somebody else clicks cards on a video game. Like, that is a severe personality flaw if you are, like, crashing out over the way that somebody plays a game. You gotta work on that. Isaac is still king? I don't know about all that. I'm too stupid to be optimal? Same. But I'm having fun. What do I care? Elden Ring goons? Okay. Yeah. That's pretty bad too, because I do watch a lot of Elden Ring streams. Although most mornings I'm in Zoodle's chat. Not like actually chatting, just lurking, but they seem pretty chill. But maybe that's because Zoodle's pretty chill. Isaac, comment sections are just filled with people mad at people not min-maxing every floor? Yeah, that's probably just every strategy game. Probably just every game, to be honest with you. Bob Ross has the worst chat. I think the bigger the chat gets, the worse it gets. And then you hit a break point where it starts getting better when people are just, like, lost in the sea and spamming, like, nonsensical emotes. ...2022 Elden Ring chat was miserable. But, like, nobody's good at the game at that point, right? Or at least not comparatively. Maybe Gino being the exception. People complaining about oh, I see. So like the serious gamers going into people that are just like picking it up and playing casually for fun. I see. All right, we've got ads, but I think by the time we get to our last hand, we'll be safe. Either way, I'll wait. No such thing as casual anymore? No, this is a casual run. What are we talking about? There's no way we win by accident, right? No. No, that's why we have to do it on 26, not 25. Because you win before you can get enough in hand on anti-25, but not anti-26. According to most Elden Ring players, you're playing the game wrong if you use summons. Okay, but there's a little bit of, like, a mid-wit curve to that, right? Because it's like, you know, new and inexperienced players are like, hey, I use summons, they're very strong. No, never mind. The rationale is different. But, like, if you're actually good at the game, which, to be clear, I'm not, you don't use summons not because it's cheating, but because it's, like, actually a distraction from, like, because it makes the boss do weird stuff, and then you accidentally get hit when it, like, you know, turns on a dime to hit you when it started the attack, aiming for the summon. It's just passionate people being passionate sports addict, especially football, soccer, or quite something too. Yeah. Yeah, and it makes, for me personally, it makes those types of things less enjoyable, because when people act that way, right? It's definitely not unique to like, games or even strategy games in particular. It doesn't make it any less annoying. Let's do a full hand of steel just for the vibes. I hate it when people force meta. You came to the right place. I would never dream of doing that. Oh yeah, that's true. Sports fans are like I didn't think it'd get more annoying than like the Monday morning quarterbacking, but now it's just people complaining about their stupid betting because everybody's addicted to gambling now. Do not run gambling ads on this video, YouTube. I'm tired of it. Forcing meta is quite difficult since they are multi-billion-dollar companies, so they kind of keep doing what they want. Yeah. And right now that's destroying neighborhoods with more data centers. Unlucky. People watch our videos in particular get gambling ads? I think they were for a while, especially when it would when it would age restrict my videos for gambling. Gambling ads would be prioritized because there's restricted ads. Less regular sponsors want to put their advertisements on a restricted video, so all that's left is like the gambling ads. So so by incorrectly identifying it as gambling, they were forcing gambling ads to run on the video. But also, like, everything is gambling now, so everything is a gambling ad now. GG. Fantastic. We got a polychrome supernova. Oh god, it's still burning. There we go. I mean, the run doesn't really have much potential from here, right? You can just roll down real hard to see what happens. But I think I'll probably just go remove my dog from his prison for a bit so that he can feel a little bit better. Sure. Didn't even see a showman. How could streamer be so unlucky? Alright. We died. Thank you all for watching. I will not be here tomorrow. I will be back on Monday. So stay tuned for that. YouTube videos will go up as usual. I'll probably do some offline recording again over the weekend. Streams are going to be a little bit more sparse, just because depending on what happens at the vet tomorrow. But I am planning to stream on Monday. I know Murphy and I have cryptid PvP queued up for next week as well, so there will be still quite a few streams tomorrow or next week. It's not like they're going to stop entirely, but they will probably not be 5 days a week. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. I'm gonna send you over to Doc, who is doing some gold stake speed runs. Looks oh my god, he's got a great new PNG tuber that you're gonna want to check out. The Doc puppet meta. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. Appreciate the well wishes for the doggo, and I will see you on Monday.